It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Love, Flav, Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. Alright, it's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. A week, yo. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot.
What's going on, y'all?
How was your weekend?
Weekend was lit. I'm still out here in Philly. We did a performance. Not a performance. I did a hosting at this club. I missed Akbar V. She was in there, so I missed her. I guess she came going wild out before we got there. They had a bottle of Patron. And Patron, I don't drink like that no more. That's crazy. They had the whole bottle. I poured it out to everybody.
You was sharing. You had people driving the boat. They was riding the boat.
Well, no, I was pouring it in the cups because I had my girl with me. No trouble. What's up, Monica?
Oh, okay.
Monica.
Well, everyone was celebrating Biggie's birthday. Happy belated birthday, Christopher Wallace. We have Brooklyn's own, the First Lady of the Streets. We have Lady Luck, who has an amazing story. Do y'all want to share some of y'all fondest memories or favorite Biggie quotes, favorite Biggie lyrics? Anyone in the queue, drop your favorite. Type it in. Hurry up. Okay? You have any fun stories or quotes you want to talk about?
It was 1996. It was
I want some shade.
My mother had to school that day because she had a dentist appointment. So we was about to go get something to eat. I told her I wanted KFC. She was like, nah, let's go to IHOP. So we IHOP, and I used to carry my rhymes everywhere with me. You never know when it's gonna hit, you know. So I'm sitting there, and D-Rock walk in. We're at IHOP. I see D-Rock walk in. So he looked familiar, but I didn't know who he was. And I see Lil C walk in. I said, oh shit. And then Biggie walked in, and I said, so my mother's sitting across from me. She's like, what's wrong with you, girl? What's wrong with you? I'm like, that's Biggie. Who? I said, grab you if you love hip hop. Oh, that song is so vulgar. So when they walk in, they just happen to hit the table right across from us. So I'm sitting there eating like this. Like this is my POV. You know what I mean? So after one, my mother's like, yo, go tell him you rap. Go up to him. I'm like, nah, ma. And he dead ass ordered T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. You know, he dead ass ordered that. So
Debating. Was it the grape soda or grape juice? Or it was saying that he asked for grape jelly. That's what somebody was saying. So what it was, set record straight.
Yeah, it was something on his plate. Well, anyway,
okay.
So my mother gets up. So my mother gets up and she goes over there and sits next to him and was like, "Oh, my daughter over there, she rap," and I'm sitting there still like this. And she's like, she raps, she dynamite, she better than that girl that you with right now. And he was like, all right, see, go. He said, see, go get the card from the car. So he went and got a card. You know, my mother lost to the course. And then how I got the autograph is that the waitress went over there. And she was like, yo, haven't I seen you on TV before, like somewhere? And he was like, nah, not me. You know, that's the story of BIG. I was lucky enough to not meet him, but meet him. I was lucky enough to sit across, and my mom got the autograph for me. Shout out to her. Mom's is a rider. Hello?
Back?
Oh, hey, everybody. I was trying to find something on here, but they give my filters are limited. This is why. Anyway, I never got the chance to meet Biggie, but it didn't matter to me because I'm from Brooklyn, you know, and so Biggie is already in me, okay? And so I'm from Brooklyn, period. And, you know, being able to record in the same studio that Big did was a big thing for me, being that I am from Brooklyn. Get it? Brooklyn? Hold up. See? Brooklyn. All right. Now, yeah, and so I am on a record with Biggie. You know how they put things together in the studio, and Puff added my verse to a Biggie record, and so yeah, and so that's it. I wish I would have got the chance to meet him though, but I do know Little Kim, and so yeah, there you go.
Well, Little Kim definitely celebrates Biggie. She loves him, his children, and she had a gala on Friday for the celebration of his birthday. She performed. She looked beautiful, and I mean, it was a great vibe. But then the real vibe, like what Babs is saying, was in Brooklyn the next day on his block, his actual birthday. Like, it's pandemonium. Like, it's really like a holiday. Like, everyone's like, it's Biggie Day. They blasting the songs. It's all about the love. They had people playing double dutch. There was people skating. So definitely, it should be a national holiday at this point. I think that whatever petition needs to be done, we need to make Biggie's birthday a national holiday. Everyone's always talking about March 9th, but we need to celebrate his actual birthday. Now, if you love what you see and you want more, make sure you are following the BEC show. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Experience. Now, Teyana Taylor is the second winner in her household. So first, her husband was on Dancing with the Stars, and he shut it down. But then she was unveiled as the winner of the Masked Singer. You can get all the details by going to itsonlyentertainment.net. But she said that the best part for her was being masked. She wasn't prejudged. Like, we all know that Teyana Taylor is very talented, underrated, and she's the winner. So people do recognize the talent, and maybe now she will come out of retirement. How do y'all feel about, would y'all do Masked Singer?
Yeah.
I would do a masked rapper. I can't sing, but I would do the masked rapper. Like, I'm here for it. But not for nothing, like, competition shows give me anxiety. All right. And so I like when it's too many levels of, like, people getting kicked off, too many levels of it. Like, all right, round one, somebody going home. Round two, somebody, that's too much for me. All right, like, give me 2 rounds. All right, I made it past the first round, and now who gonna make it past the second round? Because by the time the third, fourth, and the fifth, I'm having anxiety, and I would hate to make it down to the last 2, and I don't win nothing. So shout out to Teyana Taylor. Shout out to her husband. That's fire. Hopefully Junie could get on the show and win something next. And then, it'll be a trio thing. So that's a lit situation. But yeah, all them competition shows give me anxiety. And I do cry. I do cry. Like, when people win, I be boohoo crying. Ugh. Like, I watch The Circle on Netflix. Do you watch The Circle?
I seen it. I saw the first season.
Yeah, and so I've seen them all, and I cry every time the person wins. I mean, oh my God, they won! I'm so happy for them. I wish I knew them so I could call them and ask them for some of that money.
What I've noticed on The Circle, I don't know, but you tell me if I'm wrong. Most of the winners were not catfish, right? They were their actual selves. No, did any catfish?
I think a catfish did. Yeah, a catfish did win.
Oh.
Yeah, catfish did. A girl came on there and she played her husband, and she won.
But that's still kind of like, she still knew him. But yeah, you're right. That's still catfish.
Yeah, she was a man, but she was really a woman.
If you went on that show, Babs, would you be a catfish? Or be yourself?
See, I really don't know. I think I think I would be myself. But it just depends on the day that I'm having. Because I might want to catfish. I might want to be a white woman. Like, so.
Because you're a celebrity, they might think you're a catfish already. Like, oh, she lying. That's not her,
It was a celebrity on this season.
A real one?
Yeah, a real one, and he plays himself.
Oh. Lucky?
We actually had a competition this weekend at the what I do, the hosting. There was a twerk contest. There was 3 rounds of twerking, and we started off with 6 and went down to 2. and there was one young lady. I put the last 2 contestants on my page, and the last 2 young ladies, they twerked it out.
Well, I'm glad that you had that experience. One time, Angela Yee was having Uncle Luke on lip service. So I was trying to put some girls on, like actual dancers, like classically trained, like one girl knows modern, like, so I had them come and they had them do a twerk off. They was very upset, but they knew what they was going to do. But after it was done, they asked that the video not be put out. So I'm glad those girls, they want to do it. Like, were they excited?
Yes, they were very excited. There was some people there who, I think that they all should have won, honestly, because they was going crazy. But the craziest part to me, right? So there was like a tall, light-skinned girl. She was slim. There was some big girls in there who, eat ham hocks and things of that nature. It's all good. There was some girls in there. They were really thick, but they, look like they ain't had no diets. You know what I mean? And the crazy part was, so it was between them, and there's this girl with a fatty, the bodies nowadays. So it was between her and another young lady who had, she had a nice body, but she might not do no sit-ups. I don't do no sit-ups. But long story short, when it was time to choose the winner, the crowd started screaming, "No BBL, no BBL." And at first, I didn't know who that was. I didn't know what they were saying. So when I found out, I had a little patrol, not all of it, I took the microphone. I said, "Hey, there won't be no hating. BBLs are not expensive, and I set my appointment up, okay? So if you don't have a BBL, you will not hate." And BBL won anyway. She won $1,000. I should have started twerking.
Well, no body shaming here. So whether you are in or you have your BBL, whatever makes you happy, just make sure that you're doing the mental workouts that need to be done either way.
One of the worst competition shows is like Fear Factor, right? So for me, you got to do all of this stuff to get to the last level. Now, if I eat a roach, you giving me some money, B.
Yeah.
I'm not eating a roach to get to the next level. I'm not gonna lay in a coffin and let bugs crawl on me to get to the next level. No. If I eat the roach, I want the most, okay? If I eat the roach, I need the check. If I lay in the bed with the bugs, I need the plug, okay? Give me my money. I did that.
Yeah. I'm not eating nobody's roaches or nothing like that. Send me home. I'm not doing stuff. Like, sometimes it just be like they doing stuff on these shows just to, just be stupid. Like, why?
Would you eat a chocolate covered roach for $1 million?
Shit. Damn.
Sorry.
Fine.
Hear me?
Fine. But just do it.
I could have been in all them competitions when I lost my taste from COVID. I could have been in all of those competitions because I wouldn't have been able to taste nothing. All I had to do was close my eyes so I won't be able to see what I'm putting in my mouth. I do that sometimes anyway. Pause. But, yeah. So I would have been able to eat it all. Pause.
What about being set on fire? So there's a video circulating on the internet of a couple that during their wedding, they were set on fire. Talk about a lit situation. Let's take a look.
This is so stupid. This is so dumb. Dumb. They do anything for clout.
How do you ladies feel?
They do anything for clout.
That's too crazy. I'm not going to, I don't understand why. I don't know.
Yo, social media is it's insane. People just want to be seen. So you're going to set yourself on fire to be on TikTok? Are you serious? Yeah, we not doing this. This is just too much for me. No, it's stupid. It's dumb. It's ridiculous. It's dangerous. It's ridiculous.
I told me and Maria, our relationship.
I couldn't hear you. What you say?
I told Maria that's me and her. That's our relationship.
This girl is on fire.
Yeah,
What's the
it's bad.
you think that you would do for love?
What would I do?
Like to professional love. Like, would you like jump out a plane with your girl, or matching tattoos, run naked through a building? I don't know. Like, what do you feel like is the craziest thing that you might do for love, or with your lover, or like, you know, like something wild together?
Shut up.
Not cheat.
That's
the craziest thing I do for love.
You do what?
Not cheat.
You stupid. I'm a professional. You know what it is? Like in my 20s, there was like all kind of wild and crazy things that I would do. But like as an adult, like I'm a big time adult right now. It's different. When you young, you do that. I'm gonna cut myself. All that weird shit. But like everybody messed it up. Jeff from Harlem, what up? Everybody messed it up. So nowadays, like I'm gonna, like you said, I'm gonna be faithful to you. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna treat you right. But I'm not doing all that sleeping outside. I might, play some music outside with a boombox and sing to you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about the stuff I used to do when I was in my 20s. I'm gonna kill myself. I love you. Like, nah, that's crazy.
I mean, like matching tattoos is cliche. That's like boring. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like that doesn't mean anything because you get my name or we got a matching tattoo. That doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah, I don't think that is really anything crazy outside of just being monogamous, right? Like because
Serious,
yeah, like when you give your all to somebody and give them all of your trust and to trust that they gonna do the same. So that's what it is for me. That's the craziest thing that I have done for love and that I'm willing to do for love. It's not cheap because everything else is not crazy to me. That just comes with the territory. It's just natural.
right.
Cut my bitch off.
The man that got his natural butt beat after he attacked Dave Chappelle said that he was triggered by LGBTQIA and homeless jokes that were said during the comedy show. And he said that because he was homeless at a time and he said that his parents struggled and he wanted, and he's also bisexual. So he said that he wanted Dave Chappelle to, feel his pain, and inevitably he felt the pain. So yeah, this is why it happened. But the crazy twist is that because he was seen on TV, someone who pressed charges on him before for another crime, they couldn't identify him. But thanks to him being on TV, they identified him, and now he's actually being charged for a whole nother crime. And he's going to do a lot more time if he gets found guilty for that. So how do y'all feel about him?
It was his old roommate. I forgot what he did. He filed stuff to his old roommate. They're trying to locate him. They found him. That's real nowadays. Just from here, do you feel like you're going to attack somebody? Just like, the music is horrible, the food is horrible, the children is horrible, everything is horrible, customer service is horrible, planet Earth is shit. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Give me a spaceship. I ain't ready to die. I got a full life to live, but I'm just tired of everything that you human beings are up to.
That's a whole fact. Hey, Boogie, what's up? So, yeah, I'm tired of the whole mental health thing though, because I feel like we all got issues in some shape or form. Like, so people got to stop using that as excuses for people to get off. Like, nah, people out here wilding right now. And, first of all, I want to send my condolences to the little girl that got shot in the Bronx, the 11-year-old girl that got murdered in the Bronx. So I want to give my condolences to her family. They caught the guy who did it. He's only 15 years old. And then the other person that they looking for is 18, the guy that was riding the scooter. But the guy who shot the little girl was actually 15. It's a crazy time out here. like the Youth Is Wildin. Shout out to Mysonne in general. If you go on his page right now, you will see this video he posted with these little boys, and they all gripped up, and he's like, yo, somebody find these boys for me. I need to get to them. Like,
But in that, I wrote that in the comments. I saw that post, and that's one of the things that I was just referring to right now. Like, my son said, give me their phone numbers, get me in touch. I want to talk to them. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Like, when I was younger and I was wilding, I ain't want nobody call me, yo, black sister. Blah, blah, blah. No, we need to get to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is all of us adults, and now we're guilty of it too. What up, Beauty? All of us, Beats, all of us were guilty of this as well. When I was younger, I rapped about I thought was popular. Really quick, I went to jail, right? I'm two-time felon. Went to jail. The lady in jail asked me to rap. You lady, let me hear you rap. I rapped about guns, drugs, getting head, all that stuff, right? Then the lady said to me, she said, yo, why are you rapping like that? What about the kids? I said, miss, it's your responsibility to take care of your kids, and this is for the adults. I'm rapping for the people who want to hear it. But late night on my bunk, I realized if I'm in here in jail, who's talking to her kids? We don't have no gatekeepers, like Miss Lissa was saying a couple weeks ago. We don't have nobody to be like, yo, this is right, this is wrong. So we are letting all kind of music out here. We are letting the media, and not even the media, because we can't even blame them anymore. You follow these pages on Instagram, we doing it to ourselves. We are portraying all type of just foolishness right now. So when you got these kids gripped up and they got the polls, understand who their favorite rappers is. They just imitating their favorite rappers. We are letting all type of poison in our community, and they complain about it. That kid that's 15 years old, I promise you he influenced by hip-hop. And I'm not shitting on hip-hop. I love hip-hop. That's what I do. But I know when I used to do robberies, there was a playlist that we listened to. Even though what we do is wrong, so I'm in the car, we get gripped up and all. I know that I was influenced by certain things because I'm influenced. This is the biggest thing that we have.
Yeah, MOP, Ear Me Up,
Isn't it? But
Wild Out.
And on the other hand, right, having someone like my son, if more celebrities reached out and said, hey, get me this person's number, and show that they are being seen, and try the same way, like, you know, former gang members attempt to tap in, more people need to do what my son is doing. Like you said, they're looking at these rappers.
Nobody gonna listen.
Yeah, but I feel like they
could.
can't. It got to be action, not just talk, right?
Right.
We got to get,
Y'all know what after? Capitol fucking Records. Yo, listen, hey, man, the cat's out the bag. Capitol Records putting out, they signing these artists. They giving these artists mad money who's out here shooting people like this kid named C Blue. C Blue got in he's 16, 17 years old in New York. They dropped the charges against him. He's tussling with a cop. The gun go off. The cop gets shot. He gets shot. And they actually let him go. Right? So everybody in New York City, all of the people, all the politicians, they're very upset about this, right? But think about it. Look at the record label he signed to. These record labels are getting big-time life insurance policies on these rappers. They own private stock in the jails. So think about it. My son could come out here and talk to 15,000 rappers if he wants, but it's 15 million people who's going to hear what C Blue and K.O. Flocka and all of these people are rapping about. So feel me here. So I'm going to sign this artist who I know has charges, who I know has no education, who I know has these guns and stuff like that. I'm going to make you famous. I'm going to rob your money. I'm going to rob you of your money, and this deal is going to be crazy. And you're going to be one of these kids on their Instagram talking about, yo, the label was robbing me because you just so happy to do what you're doing. I'm going to give you more money so you can go get more guns, more drugs. Not only can you kill yourself and your people and things of that nature, but now all of these other kids who's influenced by you. So now these 15-year-old kids who's in the middle of Georgia, in the middle of Tennessee, they listening to it. So my son could go talk to the kid who putting the song out.
But it can't just stop with my
luck. It could be one. My thing is, if you talk to 100 and you could save one, you know what I'm saying? Some of these kids don't. Some of them have to be out there.
Go to the source. Who's the source? I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to the. I don't want to talk branch. I want to talk to the tree.
The source stems from fathers not being in the household. That's number one. So we need to start, getting these men and talking to these men as far as them stepping up. But for me, I feel like one is better than none. I feel like two is better than none. And that one could be my son. That's how I feel. If my son was out there and he was the only one that took what my son said and brought his ass home so my son could live, yeah. So that's how I look at that.
Boycott the labels, the people who are pushing this poison. That's who we need to go see.
But we also need to do more of what my son is doing as far as if you build it, they so it's like back in the day, there was more outlets for kids to do things other than killing. There was more music programs, teams. There was other things to do. So it starts with people like my son. And if you have some money, you do some things. You create something. Like we all have to create stuff for the children and hold ourselves accountable to do the work. Not say it's not going to work when my son does it. We all need to be my son. We all need to. Like,
we all need to be my son.
Create outlets. We all need to create outlets and reach out to the children that are doing the wrong thing.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Come on. Did you hear me? Did you hear me when I said Capitol Records is a private investor in prisons?
Yeah, but everybody, I know that, but everybody is not a rapper. Like, you know, you got some people that's a product of their environment. It stems from the home. It do stems from the home sometimes. And that a lot of the times it stems from the home. That's just how I feel. I do feel like the music have a big role in it as well, but it do come from the home as well too.
And the people not caring. It used to take a village. Nobody want to be a part of the village. I know that for me, my friend, he has a brother and a sister. They're older now, but when they were younger, he moved, he went to college, whatever. I would go to his house, pick up his brother and sister. I would go get my little cousins. I would have like 8 kids. I would take them to the pool, buy them fucking ices, little food, like whatever, just to like do stuff with them. Because I wanted to do it from the kindness of my heart. And it starts from that. And like certain churches, like my church, 1 Corinthians, they have a dream center. Like we need more of these things. Like we can.
And a lot of these kids on drugs now too.
Kids want to feel cared about. They doing all these things because they want attention. So the attention they're getting right now is negative attention. But if you gave them ways to shift it, basketball programs, music programs, teach them how to engineer, rappers like my son, reaching out to them, that's a big deal to some of them.
They did cut a lot of the programs that I had growing up in school. Them shits are not there anymore. They cut them out. All of the music classes and all of that stuff, them programs are not there anymore.
I'm with my son, but I just feel as though we need to go. If I'm a private investor in a jail, how can I fill up my jail? All of the kids from broken homes, I'm going to give you a role model that has poles and sticks and women are bitches and we're doing drugs. I'm going to play that for the neighborhoods. I'm going to put money behind this kid because guess what? When these kids who are influenced by the music that I put out, I'm going to get even more money from them because now they're coming in my jail. This is what I'm saying. These people are purposely doing this.
Right.
Purposely are taking over the culture and destroying the culture. Like, I'm not going against white people, black people. It's none of that. It's the people who are making money off our destruction. So I am all with my son. I told my son I'm proud of him. Sean, Ben Crump. There's so many people. I follow them. They follow me. I'm with you.
He needs to be on that list too. We need to be added to the list. They're doing.
There are people. We need to protest these. Dolores Tucker, you ain't nothing but a motherfucker. If we would have let Dolores Tucker keep going, maybe the music would be different. When Al Gore's wife, we was young, we ain't know nothing. When we were young and Al Gore's wife was like, yo, hip hop, they calling rap music, they calling women bitches and hoes. We didn't back them. But now we older and say, wait a minute, they was calling me bitches and hoes. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. What are you talking about? So now these kids are influenced by it. And next topic, man.
But we can't know. But this is the purpose of us utilizing our platform and showing something different. That's the whole purpose of what we're doing. We're utilizing our platform to do the work and show that it's not all negativity, it's not all of that. And what you're saying is not wrong, but you're saying it's all destruction. So we have, as the people, have to band together and start the reconstruction and saying, no, it's not that. Like me, I hold myself accountable to be better, right? So when I fall short, I have to identify that I messed up and work harder the next time. Not say, oh, well, everybody doing it. It's just the way the world is working, and it's the corporations and this is that. No, let's start small, do the work, and then let's start growing within our community. It starts with how we start to talk to our children, how we speak to their friends. Are you engaged with your kids' friends? Like, do you know who they're around? We got to get more in tune. Do you know their parents? Back in the day, parents communicated, and it wasn't always this. It was, hey, how you doing? Is such and such at your house? He said he was there. It was a care. Like, people cared more. So we just need to care more as human beings, not just parents, as people. We were all children at some point. So that's all. Speaking of children, a paternity test confirmed that Flavor Flav has had another child. So now he has 8 children. He has a 3-year-old son with his former manager. At first, he wasn't sure if the child was his. He had some doubts. So now a paternity test has proven that Flavor Flav, at 63 years old, has a 3-year-old child. Do you feel like there's ever a cutoff period to produce babies?
I can't believe women are sleeping with Flavor Flav. Like this is beyond me. I understand some of them had the I'm sorry for my Wi-Fi. You know, I mean, I'm in the hotel. I don't know. I can't believe women are still sleeping with Flavor Flav. Like, you know, hoops and delicious. Like, that's why the Central Park 5. Like, I love him so much, but like, you gotta remember what Shorty did to get where she at. Like, I know we all had to do come-ups and stuff, but damn, I had sex with a human dog. Like, nah, man. Like, I can't believe women have sex with Flavor Flav, bro.
Maybe he got BDE.
I don't care what she got. Women are having sex with Flavor Flav, and that's where it gets me.
Congratulations, Flavor Flav. The opinion that you just heard is just that of Lady Luck, not the entire Bacon and Cheese Show. Are excited for you and your new addition, Baby Jordan. They're in the process of changing Jordan's name, giving him Flavor Flav's last name. Congratulations, much love. Huh?
Would you date him? Like, he push up on you? Like,
no, I'm having trouble dating attractive men. Like, I'm just in a different place. Like, but I don't want to, you know, if it feels right. But one thing about me, right, for me, I'm just not attracted to Flavor Flav. But I could date someone who was considered, you know, not so physically appealing. You know, if he has a good heart, very intelligent, could teach me some stuff, very stable, creative, like somebody like that. You know, if he was like a strong 7 or 6.5, I wouldn't be so mad.
I could date Flavor Flav.
Okay. I'm just not attracted to Flavor Flav, but like I said, it's just I'm not attracted to Flavor Flav. But I'm not like, you know, he don't have to be like, he don't gotta be Kane Teyana.
Y'all let Flavor Flav have 8 children, and I'm all for people, children, happy, healthy, beautiful children. I'm not knocking it. You know, congratulations. But like, do you know like how I would feel to have sex with Flavor Flav and then he denied my child? Like, where am I in my life to have sex with Flavor Flav and then him say that the child might not be his? I have, like, that's crazy.
Oh shit! Flavor Flav had one of the best reality shows ever, the Flavor of Love show ever on TV.
And women to love him.
That was the time. That was the time. That was
Definitely.
the time, boy.
They're still trying to mimic that. Like, groundbreaking reality TV. Even when he was on The Surreal Life with that lady, Bridget Nielsen, I think her name is, and then they started they show together. Like, Foofy had a lot going on, so it's like he's very charismatic. But for me, I wouldn't be able to. I don't feel like we're gonna have like, you know, stimulating conversations enough for me to look past what's happening.
Yeah, boy.
Like, yeah, like, but beyond like the aesthetic, I need like mental stimulation, like, baby. And I don't feel like I was.
First of all, I do think that 63 is too old to be having a child. You know, you can't do certain things. Kids are very active. You know, they like to run around. And the older you get, the less patience you have. You know, I had my child at a later age. And I know when I was younger, I was cool with having a bunch of kids around me. And so, you know, the older that I got, you know, I'm not trying like, yo, it was hard for me sometimes when my son wanted me to sit down Indian style and play games and stuff with him. You know, so and you got to go to the park and you got to chase them around the park. So I can't see this 60-something-year-old man, you know, playing basketball or baseball and stuff like that with his kid and running around and, you know, just being active. And then what happens when it's time for this kid to go to school? Everybody gonna think he's the kid grandfather, you know, and he's gonna have to keep explaining. But, you know, shout out to the new life. And, you know, maybe DC Young Flav will be able to take this kid under his wing and teach him, you know, how it is to be with an older dad. Because DC Young Flav said his father had him when he was like 64 years old. And he
got
said his
grandkids.
older, yeah, he said his oldest brother is in his 60s. Like, so imagine right now, Lucka Lissa, if you had a brother or sister that was like 65 years old. Like, you know. Huh?
I don't have to imagine. My dad was 20 years older than my mother. I have brothers and sisters. Well, I have sisters that are my mother's age. I don't have to imagine.
Oh,
My
okay,
mom
got it.
like that too, where she has nieces and nephews that are like 20 years older than she is. You can check out that Flavor Flav story and so much more after the show. Head to it'sonlyentertainment.net. Support Black media. Now, I wanted to ask you, ladies, what are your ranges? What's the oldest you would date, and what's the youngest you would date?
I don't know, because me and my baby was in the bed last night, and them ladies are real housewives of Atlanta. Them ladies, those seasoned veterans, as my daddy would call them, they was looking good. Okay. But I don't know. Like, I no, I was just we both agreed on that last
Why
night.
do I have my mom's name in the comments?
No, but I mean,
oh my God, somebody just added my mom. Like, what are you saying in this comments? You know I don't read them. Pray for my mom, everybody. Show my mother some love. Don't be mean, because, you know, I don't be reading the comments. All I see is somebody asking my mother a question. Like, what is she saying? I'm so sorry.
They have a good time. That's they mind your business. Let that community live. You know, so I don't know. I dated a woman. She wasn't that much older than me. She was a couple years older than me. We have fun, but it's a difference. And I can't do too young. This girl lied to me, told me she was 21 one time, right? And then I called her 2 years later. I said, "Happy birthday! How old are you now? Like 23?" She was like, "No, I'm 21." So I mean, she was 19 when I met. But you know, that couldn't go anywhere. I think my baby that right now, like, you know, 30, you know, around that age is where I could.
What? Your lowest is 30 and your highest is what?
Me. That's it. Like, you know, I actually, I don't even want to go up there anymore. You know what I mean? Because I was talking to one girl and she was telling me about all these problems that she was having, like with her back and, you know, all these other mental problems. And I said, man, I can't. You know, I wasn't going to give me something new off the lot. If somebody back going to hurt, let it be me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, bitch, if you doing this now, like, what's going to happen in 10 years from now? Like, I'm be pushing you around. So I don't want to be the young hottie no more. So, I don't want nobody older than me.
I'm here for the back problems, you know, the what is that? What's that when you arthritis, the menopause, you know, I'm here for all of that. Cause my thing is, you know, I would prefer my chicken seasoned. Like, I've dealt with younger women before. Now I would deal with somebody younger than me, but like 35 for me, like, to take them serious. Now I turn up, you know, 21, 22, I turn up, I flip you around and all that good stuff. But I'm not gonna take you serious because not for nothing, when I deal with younger girls, they make me feel like I'm old. They what like because I like to have good conversation. And what do we got? We really don't have nothing to relate to in conversation other than food. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, we food for the most part. But like
What?
certain things, huh?
I'm immature.
Yeah, I can be immature, but still, I can't have no like, yo, remember this type of conversation or remember that, because they wasn't around at that time. Like even when we watching television, sometimes it could come a problem because the shit that they want to watch, I don't want to watch that. And so, some things we have in common, sometimes like music, because music is timeless and
Like they
ageless.
get into the stuff we like.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't want to have to be feeling like I got to teach you something all the time. Like I'm
I love
I'm 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 teaching you, like, nah, because I'm
I'm
a
a
student. I'm
I'm
not listen.
gonna take you places you've never been. I'm gonna show you coaches you've never
Mm,
like. I'm daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoy that. Now like
I
I was
don't.
I was messing with a chick that was 28. Now, the only thing that irritated me is she used to always call me her old head, or like when we got in an argument, you 40 years old, you too old for this. And I'd be like, look, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, so besides the fact that the younger people always want to remind you how old you are, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I like that. I like teaching you something. I like putting you up on game. I like that look in your eye, even with a child. Like when you teach them something new, that thing that lights up in your eye. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
like
but that's the thing. I don't want to be your mother. It's certain
I'm
things
getting
I could teach
that.
you and you could
that
teach me.
I'm
But
getting
no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit there and I can't watch Martin because you feeling like you're
You can
not even
watch Martin.
laughing. You're not even laughing at Martin the way I'm laughing at Martin. That's my thing. That's the test for me. I put Martin on. If you don't say Martin lines, if you don't laugh the way I'm laughing at Martin, I just can't do it for too long. It's just not gonna work for me. Now the older season, I'm here for all of that. I'm fine for all of that. Yeah.
See, that's what you think. My sugar daddy is 66 and has me sitting at home watching TCM. Okay, so when you sitting here watching Casablanca and Imitation of Life and all of these movies is in black and white, okay, Gene Robinson and Robinson or Robinson, all these things that I have to sit here and learn about, he's enjoying it. Because I'm the little young black girl who don't know nothing about these movies. You know what
Yeah, but see, for me, I'm not doing that. If you
You better
older,
put him on to Power.
you with me for the youth. I'ma turn you up. We not watching none of this black and white shit.
I mean? No,
Okay, this is what we watch.
Put
Exactly. We
Power
watching
on.
Power. We
some of them,
watching porn. Like, we
no,
doing we like, come on.
I don't want to give
We
you the wrong idea. I'm not watching any
I
porn.
mean,
You
it's
should.
it's it's a it's push and pull. Like there's nothing wrong with a good classical music classic movie, but also you want to feel youthful and do certain things. So is there anybody in the queue that you want to pull up and see how they feeling? Like what is your age range? What's the oldest that you would date? What's the youngest you would
Hit that,
date? We want to
hit that request button. Tell me about what's the age range that you would date. I like them young and fun.
show,
I like them young.
baby.
I like them
But
young
yeah,
and fun. Baby, I could tie my baby up like one of those little rubber band balls. I could throw her ass across the room. You know what I'm saying? I
older
enjoy.
yeah, I
women
like them old.
Pilates and they flexible.
I like them old and ready to roll. You know what I'm talking about? Ready to roll on over. I like them, baby.
Yo, who down in the
Period.
that request button? You know what I'm saying? And I don't have nothing against dating older. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, my last girlfriend, but she wanted to treat me like she was my mother. You know what I'm saying? And certain times, so it's like I've definitely tried. I've had a few girls that are maybe a year, 2, 3, 4 years older than me. But outside of that, like I enjoy the not the kiddie pool. I enjoy the youth. You
Have
know,
you
Well,
ever seen gray poop, like pubic?
hmm?
no, but somebody they had it. I heard that it exists. I never knew that it existed. I never.
Right. My only question is for Bunny, and this is something that I believe that you wanted to talk about on the show anyway. It is kind of contradiction because you say you like older, but most time older women got their stuff together, and you said people with their stuff together is boring. You said you like toxic and fun.
I mean, you could be toxic and old. It's some old toxic people out there. It's a lot of toxic old ladies out there.
But
yes.
Tell everybody what you're saying, because that was really funny. I just want you to explain, so I don't want them to just think you just want some toxic, boring, or fun. Explain what you were saying to us earlier.
Oh, so I was just saying earlier when we was on the phone. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
No.
I can hear you.
Anyway, so I was just saying earlier that, you know, I don't want nobody with their life like put together. You know, like who ain't never been through anything in life, because it's just like they not loyal. They don't know how to be loyal. They loyalty haven't never been tested. You know, they don't really got no stories. Like, so the conversations is not going to really be intense and like, oh my God, like, nah, I need somebody that been through some stuff in life. Like, you know, I was like, yo, I need somebody that was like kidnapped. You know, you've been like kidnapped before, you know, somebody tied you up in the basement, you had to break free. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got a lot of family trauma, you know, just, or ex trauma, just crazy stuff. Because at the end of the day, that's going to give us good conversation, things to work on, things to build on, you know. But like, when you got your stuff together, your family, you come from a good background, you ain't got no mommy issues, you ain't got no daddy issues, you don't got no sibling issues, like all your siblings get along, like you mad cool with your sister and brother and stuff. Like, yeah, that's not gonna really, like, it's not gonna really work for me. That gets to be kind of like boring, you know? If you grew up eating at the kitchen table, nah, I don't want that in my life, you know, period.
And you were also saying because it proves that you will, you're resilient and that you will stick, like you said, your loyalty. Like if you was with somebody for a long time and you know, withheld the test of time, Babs know that you loyal. It's not that she just wants you to come toxic and, you know, right?
Yeah, see, somebody said we grew up eating with roaches. That's the type of stories I need to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we could get into it. And then you got real loyalty because you probably love your mother and father. You really love them, even though they had you eating roaches. You know what I'm saying? And living with roaches, and you forgave them. So you gonna forgive me. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna ride with me. Your loyalty is different.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why she feels this way is because she too is toxic, PTSD, and she's full of drama. Now, I'm not judging her because I realize that's all I attract to. But it's a certain chemical balance that you have to have, because I've dated a woman who was beat up and stabbed and gang banged and all that, and she was boss crazy. There was no way that it affected the relationship in ways that, you know, we could not come from, you come back from. Then I dated somebody else who had a really good heart, and they have been to the bottom of the earth, the pits of hell, had the worst story I've ever heard, and I heard them all, you know. But she got a good heart, and she's, you know, she's ready to grow. Now, there are things that affected the relationship because of the past trauma, like the lack of trust and stupid, all kind of other shit. You get what I'm saying? So there were things that affected the relationship. But when you're dealing with people who have that type of trauma, unless they're trying to heal or search for it, you will have a dysfunctional relationship. And that's all I've attracted my entire life.
Yeah, like, I'm like, yo, you never stole no nail polish before? You never stole lipstick? Like, you ain't never walk out of Walmart with nothing? I don't want to deal with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need the chick, when we get in the car, we come out the store, we get in the car, she might slide a lip gloss or a mascara or something out of pocket. I'm like, oh, word, you took that? Like, oh, let me see. Like, yeah, but not because she have to. She got money. She got money. But, like, yeah, you know.
David said that. He said, you know, stealing give you like a little rush.
Listen, man, you gotta be thrilled out here, man. Put me on the roller coaster ride, okay? Strap me in. Strap me in.
Shout out to all the toxic bitches in the queue. I am particularly not into stealing. Like, I believe in karma. So my baby done came in the car sometimes. She wouldn't steal. It was an accident. Like, something was in the cart or we forgot to pay for it. And I'm like, take it back. Me, I'm the person who always wants to have clean karma. So I'm not the one who's going to sit here and allow you to steal. But, I mean, we can turn up. We get drunk. You know, I like makeup sex. You know what I'm saying? But I just want peace in my life at this age. Because I've had 2 different girls grab the wheel of the car and crash. I've had knives pulled on me. I've had, you know, all kinds of things. I said this in my comedy show. Like, I sat down with a girl. She got good credit, got her life together. Boring. It's on my page. I did this is that Miss Lissa's show. But when you're boss crazy, you know, you tried to stab somebody, it's exciting. I'm just tired of excitement at this age.
You overexcited.
Yeah. Like, you know.
Yes, it can get very boring when you dealing with somebody on the straight and narrow. You know, it could get very holidays is boring. You go to their family house on holidays, ain't nobody arguing, ain't no fight happening. You know what I'm saying? Nothing juicy. She'll come home crying, you know, because she done had an argument with her sister. You know what I'm saying? That she been beefing with for years. Like, yeah, nah. I need that type. I need, like, yeah, we need life here. Boring ass.
So maybe we need to figure out what has happened in your life for you to want to do this.
I'm good. You know what I mean? That's why I'm looking for the excitement. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the roller coaster ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the bungee jump, baby. Strap me in. Strap me in. Listen, let me tell you something. You ain't got to hide from me. We gonna work it out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go in the bathroom and be like, oh, I got to use the bathroom and go in there and cry real quick and then wipe your eyes and stuff and come in the room and act like everything good. You can cry in my bed. You could really cry in my bed. So you don't have to go in the bathroom. You don't got to go in the car. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to put your phone on mute because you don't want to hear me. You don't want me to hear you crying. You don't have to do none of that. I'm here for all the tears. I am the human sponge, baby. Okay? I soak them up. Call me Bunny, a.k.a. Bounty. Okay? I'm outside, baby. Holla at me.
I know that's right.
The things you want give me anxiety.
Well, did anyone else want to join us and let us know what is your age range? Do you agree with what Bunny is saying? How are you feeling?
I'm waiting for the I mean, people saying they're trying to join, but I don't see them in the Huh?
I see the circle thing. Let me see.
Hello, Miss Lissa.
I don't know what's going on.
Me neither. My Wi-Fi is trash. A couple people wanted to give their
before we leave, at least a couple people say something. What's your age range? Do you love toxic vibes like Bunny? You know, like what are you feeling today? It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
All hail to these queens.
Hey,
how y'all doing?
I love his.
How y'all doing? I can't. Oh. Make sure I look as good as y'all do real quick. You trying to, mess up y'all image.
So tell us, how do you feel about toxic relationships? Like, how do you feel about somebody who has mental issues, the things that Babs is admitting that she's looking for, and the things I'm in denial about? How do you feel about that?
I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really think there's a such thing as a toxic relationship, because relationships were created to be a union between two people so that love could be established, a real bond could be created. So I feel like the toxicity comes in at a point where people aren't understanding each other. In my personal opinion, when you have someone, because we all go through our own issues, so I feel like if you're making a commitment to someone to stand by their side, as an adult, I'm already knowing You have your baggage. I have my baggage. You had your life. I had my life. We're bringing two lives together. So I have to understand you in order for a real relationship to work. I have to understand you just like you have to understand me. So what, in my personal opinion, would I date someone with mental health issues? Well, you can't really answer that question because you don't know if somebody has mental health issues when you're going in because people wear all kinds of
Babs has
masks.
mental health issues, and we already know that. Shout out Lil Mama in the queue. But Babs is mentally off. We know that. So if somebody's admitting that they're mentally off, do you still hit the gas? When somebody saying, I'm chemically imbalanced, I don't have it all, are you still pedal to the floor? I'm mentally off. I know you're mentally off. We all know you're mentally off.
Well, I mean, it just the type of person that I am, that's that's piquing my interest. So because you're telling me you're being upfront when in a world where people flexing, it's a flexing world. Ain't nobody admitting, what I'm saying, their own issues. Everybody on Instagram, we all putting our best face forward. Nobody's putting their worst face forward. So if somebody's coming to me stripping themselves bare, letting me know, hey, this is what I got going on. Are you dealing with it or not? I ain't got no choice but to respect that. I'm trying to see what you're talking about.
From?
Memphis.
Okay, when your birthday? What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
You do have like
what's the youngest you'll date and what's the oldest?
The youngest that I'll date is probably 24. The oldest that I would date is probably 40.
How old is you?
How old are you?
Word.
I'm 28.
Now, let me tell you this. Lately, a lot of younger guys are getting hip to what the girls was doing. It was a lot of girls dealing with older men. The men back in high school, the girls would have the guys with the cars, and I spoke to a lot of guys that was like, yo, a lot of the girls in high school, they couldn't get with them like that because they was dealing with older guys that had cars and stuff. So now you got younger guys that want to deal with the grown women that got good credit, that got she got a house, you know what I'm saying? She probably got a business. And they like, yo, like, I want to lay up. She got a car, you know what I'm saying? I want her to drive me around. I want her to teach me things. So I think a younger guy should experience dealing with an older woman. I think that an older woman could really teach a younger guy some things. And then he could experience sometimes the finer things in life because she's going to take him places he ain't never been to. She's going to show him how to crack that king crab. You know what I'm talking about? She's gonna show him how to pull the meat out of the crawfish the right way. So, younger guys, get with the older ladies, okay? Experience that.
Well, thank you for calling in. Memphis is in the building. You do music or you're a porn star? Because the way you holding this camera.
No, I do music. Y'all can check me out on SoundCloud. I really just started with my music career, but I'm taking off. DeVontae Carter on SoundCloud. I'm actually doing some stuff so I can start distributing to all the major streaming services now. So y'all go ahead and check me out again on SoundCloud, DeVontae Carter. Y'all can check me out. Follow me on
make
Instagram.
Sure you get me. I can help you out with all of that. I do music placements and everything. So DeVontae Carter, he's definitely a freak. Anybody with the name DeVontae, y'all remember Jodeci? He probably too young for that shit. But DeVontae
and taking names, that DeVontae.
You DM me, we gonna work. He's a point.
Yes. First of all, real quick, while we on this, since you mentioned being with somebody with mental health, which I wasn't really saying that, just because you got all these issues don't mean you a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But there is a show on Netflix called Love on a Spectrum. And it's such a good show. It's about people that's autistic. And autism comes on all different levels. And they're setting them up on dates. And it's such a good show. Now, they had this one girl. She's autistic. But you can't, you can't really tell anything is wrong with her off top. But she was telling how she went on a date with a fireman. And she said that she had her service dog with her. And she said he kept pressing her. Why you got this dog with you? Why you got this dog with you? And she said she was like, oh, just trying to throw him off. And she said eventually she had to tell him, look, I'm on a spectrum. I have autism. This is my service dog. She said he got right up from the table and walked off. And she never heard from him again.
Yes. On a Time Warner. What's your name? Where you from?
Okay, first of all, I'm Al Mayo. I'm from Connecticut. The funny thing is, you were talking about firefighters, right? I'm a firefighter. We don't do that dumb shit. I don't know what that's about.
Well, he did it. He did that.
That's just some funny shit.
So
But
you
I was listening to the conversation.
going on. So, how old are you? What's the oldest you'll go and the youngest you'll go?
I'm old. As you can see, I have the gray going on there. I'm 44 now.
That's not old.
Old.
Yeah, I know how it is. I often think about this too. It's funny you guys, you girls, you ladies mention this. When I see people out there who date younger women, it's usually established men, right? Men with money, shit that I have, but I still don't see myself with anybody young. So I'm like 30 or above, just because young chicks in their minds. I mean, I was 24, I remember, but that's not what I want to be hanging out with. I want with someone 30. She could be ghetto, that's all great. Just got to be a little bit older in the mind, you know what I'm saying? 30 and older for me.
So I'm single, Mr. Fireman.
No, excuse me, I'm not single. I have my girls in the house. I'm hanging out back, chilling. But, you know, I've had my times, you know what I'm saying, in the past. So, you know, I've done my rounds.
Eyebrows.
I
was saying earlier about liking people that have a story to tell, and then luck turn it into toxicity. But what kind of people or women do you like? Or do you agree with what Babs was saying? If you heard what she was saying.
Go ahead, you can tell the truth. She don't even know who he is. Go ahead, tell us the truth.
Because wait, let me say this, right?
I keep it real. Go ahead, say it.
Like, first of all, I was just saying, you know, you got to have a little bit of trauma with you. It gets a little boring, you know, when everything is all good. You know, you grew up, everything is all good. You had no trauma in your life. It just, like, it gets a little bit boring. For me, I like to be on the roller coaster. I need some type of excitement. Strap me in the chair and let the ride take off. We could go up slow. You know how you go up slow and then it just drops. Boom! But then after it drop, you calm down and come back around slow again, and then boom, it turn you upside down. Like, I need that type of excitement in my life.
Well, I will say my previous life was a roller coaster like that. I've gotten more. You ladies were talking about men who've gotten more established in time, right? Well, I am. I've been through shit. I was the guy who posted about roaches. I've been through that area. I've been through that, past that. So typically, I'm not going to be hanging out with the chick who's living in that. You know what I'm saying? I've been past that. I can't deal with that anymore. But I can deal with women of all kinds, you know, ghetto, crazy, high class, whatever it is. Because, like you guys were talking about before, we've all got issues. We've all got mental issues. We've all got trauma in the past.
Speak for yourself.
Even me.
I don't.
What's that? Oh, you don't have any trauma? Just the
I have no mental. I'm perfect.
Life. See, I used to think the same thing too, but I admit right now I'm fucked up. I've been through a lot of crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, just small, quick examples. You know what I'm saying? I was hired by a fire department in the fire academy 10 years ago and fired while in the fire academy. The only black guy, right? So that caused trauma that's everlasting. The first black guy hired in 35 years, fired. So when I deal with that, I deal with that 10 years later. You know what I'm saying? That still happens. That still occurs. I've been stabbed before back in 97. So all that trauma just comes up. I'm short. I'm much shorter now. Not short in height. You know what I'm saying? But like my patience is short. You know what I'm saying? I can snap on a motherfucker in a minute. And the thing that makes me more dangerous is because I got money. So now I throw money and I don't give a fuck. I am that dude. I'm like, I got money and I don't give a fuck. So, you know, the trauma that I've experienced in the past plays out now.
I love that. That's what I'm talking about. See, I'm not talking about the girl still living in the house with the roaches. I just need her to have had the experience of living with the roaches. I do think when you've been through certain things, it does have a different type of level of loyalty. Because like I said, the person who had you living in them circumstances, you forgave them. You still love them. And so you know how it is to be loyal. Because you forgave the person who had you living with the roaches, who had you eating cheese sandwiches all day, who probably just had rice with no beans, and you loved them to death. And so I already know what that's hitting for, and I need that. That's all I'm saying. I need that.
The experience, right? You want somebody who's been through it, right?
Basically.
That's hilarious. Where did you meet your wife or fiance? In the ghetto? Could you say
Just a girlfriend? No. You know what? As we gotten older, the way we meet everybody is what back in the day is kind of funny to admit. MySpace. But we're going back way back in the day, so it was MySpace. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. I had seen her around the area and stuff, but I'm a bad boy turned clean, I guess you would call me, like Mace would say. But I just, my past, I've had a lot of women. It's just we got older, and I'm an older man now.
All right.
Real quick, before we let you go, I just want to say this off topic, being that you're a fireman. Why is there such an early age cutoff to be a fireman? Because I was gonna apply, when I was going through something in my head, like, I'm tired of being a rapper, I'm tired of this industry, I'm about to run up in a burning building and save some lives out here, okay? I'm gonna be the most famous firewoman in the world. And then I went, and I was too old. I said, what is this? Why do they
Let me
do
ask
that?
you, how old were you at the time? I hate to be asked that question. It's a big no-no, but how old were you at the time of applying for
I
that?
think I was 30.
See, that's not too old. We've hired a guy who was like around 40. The difference is you do 25 years and you retire. So I had ambitions to do a lot of other things, but one thing I want to do is be able to chill and not worry about shit after 25 years. So I got in at 30. I'll be retired at 55. So that's kind of what it is. You want to do 25 years, and depending on the departments, what I'm saying, some of the retirements are different, but you want that retirement, the insurance. You can be great today and have a ton of money, but longevity where it mattered to me, you know what I'm saying? So I came from shit. I did a little bit of the dabble with drug dealing and stuff, but I really wanted something bigger. So firefighting is where it is, you know what I'm saying?
Well, in New York State, there is an age limit. I don't know where you're from, but they definitely was like, yeah, it's not happening. Your knees is too old to be climbing up ladders. I guess that's how they felt. But, I
Well,
was
New York has a cutoff limit. I'm in Connecticut. You know where Foxwoods Casino, Mohegan Sun?
Mhm.
Mohegan Sun? I'm right next to Mohegan Sun. In fact, I'm out my backyard. Mohegan Sun's, I don't know, 2 miles away.
Rhode Island, bro.
What's that?
You damn near in Rhode Island.
Yeah, very close. So I'm next to, actually, I work for the city of New London. If you know New London, Connecticut, the Navy base. My house is about a mile away from the Navy base.
That's like 98. It's like one of those exits. That's one of the last exits in Connecticut.
Well, yeah, one of the last few exits are like 5 exits up. So I'm way up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm always in New York. I was in New York on Friday for the Biggie 50th thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always traveling everywhere. I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I follow you, Lady Luck. I post shit. I be popping off shit.
Appreciate you. And I always be up in the New England area. Matter of fact, I might be up in Boston this weekend for Memorial Weekend. I'm just trying to find out if these promoters in D.C. might hit me back. But appreciate you calling in, brother. Thank you for your insight. The eyebrows look.
Thank you.
And thanks for calling the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. That's out to the.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye, lady.
I love his pronunciation too. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, let's see. We got one.
Great episode. He's very insightful. Do you ladies have any final thoughts before we go?
Just before we go, I just want to let y'all know that I have an ear. You know what I'm saying? I love to talk. I love to listen. So, ladies, if you got some things that you really, haven't been able to get off your chest, you don't trust people, you need somebody to talk to, you want to talk about issues that you have with your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your mother, your father, or even your ex, or the person that you with at the moment. Guess what? DM me.
That she definitely does have an ear. But I would tell you, last night I was in the bed with my baby and I told her I'm tired, and she thought I meant sleep. And I said, no, I'm just tired of everything. Like, we just spent a lot of money on a wig, for her, and it's not what she wanted. I said, that's why I'm tired. That's why y'all keep getting this ponytail every week. Like, I'm tired of wigs. I'm tired of makeup. I'm tired of lashes. I'm tired of people. Huh?
You don't have to wear those things. You could be like a Kaya baby decided no more wigs. Pull out. Let us see. Like, just be you.
All right, breathe out.
Right.
Natural hair. We can all do a week of natural hair, no makeup.
I want to do that, but I want to find a style. I want to take care of my hair. I want to do that. Like, I'm just tired of everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I stayed at the DoubleTree yesterday in Philadelphia. And, DoubleTree has a reputation of being a nice hotel. They had to end up giving me the room for free because something was on that blanket that had no reason being on that blanket the next morning. I didn't see it that night because I came back. And, normally when I go to the hotels, I check for everything because I'm tired of these hotels. Like, and especially somebody who travels so much, you just get tired of that stuff. Like, I'm just tired of a lot of things. So I'm looking for a whole new rebirth. So if you ask me, when you get up to this age, you just get tired of everything, you know. So what would I do to show my love, man? I done showed my love a lot. I'm tired of proving my love. I need somebody to come around here and prove their love to me. Shit.
How I feel.
That's
how I feel.
Urge you. Me too.
Now, if you hit me up, don't hit me up about financial issues, because I don't got no money for you. Like, I really don't. So, you got to find somebody else to talk to about financial issues. But anything else, I'm here for it. Hopefully, you got money. You're not dealing with that in your life. Your credit is good. You might want to cash at me a little something. But, other than that, we good to go. Just don't hit me up if you need some bread, because, I can't help you on that.
Well, if you do need help, you can always work for the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. We are looking to build our team. We want we're looking for interns. We're looking for creatives. If you're a pop culture enthusiast, if you like to film, record, all of these type of things, edit, we are looking to work with you. Just email the becshow@gmail.com. If you have a resume, that's a plus. If you don't, then you are an intern for us. So don't worry. Just let us know what you like to do, and just make sure that you're going to be consistent, you're going to be diligent, and you're going to be ready to learn and easy to communicate with. Email the becshow@gmail.com. And also after the show, carolines.com. If you help me to sell out these tickets, they're going to give me a second show. I'm hosting the Gerald Kelly Father and Sons Comedy Tour. I'm going to be also doing some stand-up. Yes, I am. Just head there. The show is going to be on June 19th. So, Lady Luck, any sales on Lucky Enterprises, any CBDs, teas, or oils?
Lucky CBD right now is the website is lit. We should have a Memorial Day sale going on. I'm on the road traveling so much, so hopefully my business partners is doing what they're doing. We definitely got the Lucky Crowns. We popping. We just did a couple weeks ago. We did a sponsorship with Chappelle and Slick Rick, so y'all can go check those out. Custom made crowns. I'm not doing a commercial for that. On our way back, we got a bunch of things going on. But like I said, I just moved. We getting settled, and as soon as we get settled in there and I get off of the road, we'll definitely be able to get back to the business. But make sure y'all tune in. Oh, I need music. I gotta send the network some music. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you do music, DM me or just go down a couple posts on my page. It says I need music and all the information is there. Let's work.
Yes, y'all already know the vibe. Queen of the Ring artist on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, please go right now and subscribe to Queen of the Ring artist. My next event that I'm putting together will be in Atlanta in June, so stay tuned. Promo dropping soon. But I want to let y'all all know to get ready, people. Get ready, because we about to be doing a prom. Okay, so at the end of the day, more details to come soon, but tap in.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Get ready, get your gowns ready, get your tuxedos ready, and get ready for prom, because it's gonna be a lit situation.
I've never been to prom. I always wanted to do like some kind of prom birthday, so I'm definitely going to your prom. So make sure you are following the Queen of the Ring, the first female battle rap league ever, and support that movement as well. And you can always go to my website, MissLissaKnows.com, where you can get these glasses, learn more about me, and so much more. Wednesday, we have another fun-filled show, 12 p.m., Lady Luck's Instagram. We're going to be talking about a lot of hot topics, and we want to know, are you in love with yourselves? All of that and more on Wednesday. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. Oh, you don't got no music? Oh.
Yeah. I'm able to.